honest, for me, it's sad, but it's been Instagram.
No, that's
yes,
great.
My family, if anything, I'm the one motivating them. My friends, it was the same thing. I'll have people that they say they need to work out, they don't need the gym, they're happy the way they are. But when you realize it's not about how you look, it's more about how good you feel mentally, your heart, and just the whole thing.
Right.
I've never really had a support group. I had to be my own support group, and that mental that I'm gonna do this.
Right.
And then just seeing the people online, Instagram or Facebook or whoever I could find. I was watching videos. It's who you surround yourself with.
Right.
And if you're not mentally strong, or if you're not a determined person, then you do need to find a group or a person or someone that will give you accountability and that you could report yourself to.
Right.
But you can't do it on your own.
Right.
It's not impossible. It's just harder, but you can do it.
Yeah, that's a great, I'm glad you said that as well, because for newcomers that start out at the gym, I try to encourage them to get a workout partner, but just to get them kind of like that environment that you feel, oh my gosh, I'm here alone, I don't know what to do, and I feel like, so one of the things I try to do is encourage them to go with a workout partner, but I will say one of the drawbacks of having a workout partner is if you're new to going to the gym and your workout partner doesn't go to the gym, even if you want to go to the gym, it kind of takes away from what you want to do and you become a little bit dependent on them. So that would be my main drawback.
And that's the thing with that. I became partners with different girls from work, and I used to go to motivate them and show them. But then when I wasn't able to go, they wouldn't go. Right. And I kept pushing them. To where now I'm so happy that because of my injury, they had to step it up.
Right.
Or because I changed my work weeks or my shift, so now they were stuck. But they loved it enough that they pushed themselves. Right. And now they're there alone and they're fine.
Yeah.
And now some of them even tell me, oh, I love working by myself. Why? Because you could go at your own pace, you could do your own thing. Right. You're not relying on somebody else.
Right.
So you just got to find something that works for you, but try to go vice versa.
Right.
Don't just stick to a partner all the time.
Right.
You got to be able to do this on your own as well.
Right. So you have great leadership qualities, it sounds, and does it, when you're in the position where you're not being the one motivated but you're being the motivator, does that keep you accountable? Does it keep you more honest, knowing that people are looking at you without looking at you and just kind of keeping track silently? Does that kind of keep you humble and
Oh yes,
definitely push you over the edge?
Definitely.
Yeah. That's interesting. Because I know you primarily, like you say, you like deadlifting and you like push-ups and stuff. Do you have like a cardio balance with that, or how's a typical workout week for you?
I usually do the Stairmaster or Zumba.
Okay.
A lot of people think Zumba is not a workout. Anybody who hasn't tried Zumba, because a lot of us are more into just, we want to lift, and they think Zumba is nothing. I've seen people in there, and when I started Zumba, I was so out of breath. I couldn't even, here I am lifting heavy, but yet I can't dance for 5 minutes.
Yes.
It's a very, very good conditioning for the body.
Now, I've been there before, and I think another good thing about those Zumba classes is that you meet different people of all backgrounds, of both genders, of different age groups, and it's everybody, it's for this 30-minute break where everybody comes together in the same room, knocks it out as much as each other. Yeah. Oh, it's an hour. Okay. Well, I haven't done Zumba. I've done a spin class before, and it's a beast. Yeah. But you get together for an hour, and everybody, regardless of their backgrounds, their age, or shapes, or injuries, they come together for a common goal. And it's really an empowering environment at the end of the day, because you're usually not the most in shape person, but you're also usually not the most out of shape person. You're kind of in between. So that's definitely. So how long have you been doing Zumba for?
Oh, Zumba about 3 years.
About 3 years.
And because I had that mentality, Zumba is nothing for me.
Yeah.
I run, I lift, I do burpees, I do all this other stuff.
Yeah.
It's nothing. But then someone invited me. Hey, come and try it.
Yeah.
And sure enough.
How'd you feel when were you kind of skeptical about it, or?
I thought it would be boring.
Yeah.
I don't want to waste my time at the gym.
Right.
I want to work out.
Right.
So I thought that wasn't a class for me.
Yeah.
But now I do it. I don't do it as often. But when I do it, it's also a reliever for me. Right. I go in there and I just dance. I let it all out. And nobody's there judging you.
Perfect.
You're just having a great time.
Yeah. That's a really fun environment. I might have to check it out myself and say, is it just like free dancing or like, okay.
You have somebody guiding you.
Right.
But, and you go at your own pace.
Yeah.
And it's at different levels.
Interesting.
Yeah, I love it.
I see it all the time, but I've never done it myself.
A lot of fun.
Okay, so you've lost weight before, so you've been on both sides of the scale. What would be your one? No, let me ask it this way: what's been the most helpful thing as far as weight loss? What's your one tip that you would leave for people that's helped you the most? Because, like you said, there's so many different ways to lose weight. There's counting calories. There's eating small meals every 3 hours, etc. So what's worked for Maria?
Keep moving.
Keep moving.
Keep moving. If you're not at the gym, even if you're at home, get outside. If you could walk outside, just move. Because for me, it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't really food. And even now, it's not food because I love it too much.
Right.
So it's more of just keep moving.
Yeah. I really like that message about feeling good about yourself. Because a lot of times, and you mentioned Instagram, we're always so focused on the outer aspects of wellness and stuff, and it's fun to look good and everything, but you also want to make sure, even prioritize how you feel on the inside. A lot of people that look great on the outside could be, insecure or depressed because they're not eating the way they want to, or they're not happy, or they feel that their image is, or their self-worth is their image and stuff like that. So that's really cool that you take more of an intrinsic approach. And it also shows you've obviously built a strong habit about it, and that's really great. Anything else you want to?
Yeah, just, don't always focus on the pounds.
Right.
Don't always focus on the scale. And the reason I tell you that, I went from 205, I've gone all the way down to 110. So I don't like the way I look at 110. I look super thin, but unhealthy in my point of view. So I have that where I can play with my body now, and just when it's different when you're working out and not working out. So 140 working out is going to look one way, and 140 not working out is going to look another way on your body.
Right.
So don't focus too much or stress about the pounds.
Yeah.
It's about the way. Mainly for me, it's the way you feel.
Right.
And of course, like you said, you want to look good.
Right.
And don't give up. Even if, don't be so harsh on your body. Because I used to be like that for a while. You get strict on this. You get so strict on that. No. We're here to live and enjoy life.
Exactly.
So we want to do it healthier. Find healthy ways. Just record. Write things for you. Write down the date. What you're weighing. What you tried that month or 2 or 3 months. And see what that did for you.
Right.
And then change it up. If you get stuck in a plateau, you want to change, lose more weight or build more muscle or whatever, plateaus. If you hit your plateaus, you got to trick your body. You got to start doing something else that will work for you.
Right. And finding that motivation wherever it is. I like that after the divorce you made a decision to keep going, because the divorce caused you to lose weight unnaturally, right? Yeah. So I like that you I like the way that you responded to that instead of kind of continuing to go down. You kind of, the saying goes, making lemonade out of lemons and stuff. So that's really cool. That's a great message. And I want to kind of touch on what you said real quick about, stepping on the scale and everything. It can be really deceptive when you're trying to lose weight because there's water weight, there's muscle weight and stuff. And so gradually when you're losing weight, you want to, first of all, like you said, which is a great message, be concerned about your well-being overall. Then secondly, too, you want to, you track your progress by your waistline.
Yes.
The saying is inches before pounds as well, too. So that's another reason, because I see people get obsessed with the scale all the time, and they'll fluctuate up and down and throw people off. So
one more thing I wanted to add was about the health. We haven't brought up the health, and I just thought of that because of my mom. Another thing that did motivate me, and she didn't even know, was my mom with diabetes, high cholesterol. She had a heart attack. And I looked at all these pills that she's taking, and that for me was an eye-opener.
Right.
All these illnesses, they could be prevented. So you're either going to be at the doctor all the time, or you can do a little bit of movement, a little bit of just cutting back of that food or whatever it is. And just if you go down history, and I was watching this documentary on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's called Feel Rich.
Right.
If you have a chance, watch the documentary. it's sad how many people are dying over something overweight, a heart attack, or because they're just so overweight, or we're not watching all that grease that we're putting into our bodies. So this is, like I said, it's a mental thing. It's a healthy thing. We want to live longer. We want to change the way our kids, people around us are eating. So if when we look at it at that prospect, it's easier.
Right.
It's motivating.
Right.
To
For
make
sure.
a change.
For sure. And just to kind of piggyback on that too, a lot of the symptoms that come from a lack of exercise, that's one of the first things your doctor will tell you to, is your exercise level and, you know, level of activity and things like that too. No, that's a great point. I'm glad you brought that up, because that's why I asked, like, what are some, it affects different areas of your life as well too. You know, when you get a regular exercise routine, you know, you feel better playing with your grandkids and bending down to pick them up. You know, you can go on a 5K run with your friends. You can do Zumba for, you know, stuff like that. So no, that's a great message. And there's so, I mean, the benefits to, you know, I mean, we know them all, the benefits to exercising and working out and stuff like that. It's just getting into that habit, like you said. So yeah, thank you for sharing that. So I want to end with some fun questions just to kind of wrap it up. I kind of like to throw some fun random questions at my guests just to kind of get to know how your brain works.
Okay.
So if you could be any animal in the world, what would it be and why?
Let me see. Wow. A panther.
Why?
I think a panther is defensive and very protective of its own, and that's how I feel I am towards my children, and just the aggressiveness of the panther.
Yeah.
I think I'm like that. Even though on the outside I seem nice, but in the inside I have this fierce women in me.
Yeah, I like that. That's cool. Football or basketball?
Basketball.
What's your favorite team?
I don't have a team. I just love playing
Just like
basketball.
that. Really? Let's go to that. That's one. Would you rather have the ability to fly or be invincible?
Fly.
Yeah, I think so. Me too. Name one famous person, dead or alive, you'd like to have dinner with.
Well, you said famous. Let me see. Jennifer Lopez.
Jennifer Lopez. Dinner or breakfast?
Breakfast.
Summer or winter?
Summer.
And if you had one superpower, what would it be?
Flying.
Flying, I know, that's such a, yeah, flying's pretty good. That's as good as it gets. Yeah, so. Well, thank you, Maria Lopez, for sharing your time. I know your story is going to empower and just encourage and motivate a ton of people. So thank you for your time, and I hope to have you back here again, and we'll see where you're at and your rehab, and then kind of how you transition back into the gym. So thanks for your time.
Thank you for having me.